We're just checking on everybody. There's our newest batch of broilers. There's 53 of those in here. And just for a day or two, there's the goslings we just hatched. There's 5 of those. All doing good.
Excuse me, can I have those eggs, please? Can I have... Ouch! No, let's not do that. Hey, girls. Just collecting a few eggs here. No worries. Alright, can I have these, please? Stop, stop. Quit. 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 I need those eggs. Thank you, I got one. Ow, ow, ow. Go, 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 go on. Got 'em. Hey guys, it is Zoe with Chestnut Hills Farmstead, and it's a little bit different. It's actually nighttime, but I got a new incubator and I have a couple of old ones. And so we thought, why don't we collect some fresh eggs and let's put them in our new incubator while we do a little review about the other ones. Because I've got some not so good stuff to say about one and awesome stuff to say about the other. And we're going to check out our brand new one as well. So just a little change of video, but I hope you guys stick around while we set up a new incubator full of chicken eggs, and hopefully we'll have a good success. This is our incubator that we've got in our house. This one has our guinea eggs in it. It is a generic incubator that is on Amazon. It has an egg candler built in, but if you can see looking in there, you can't really tell all that well the eggs. So we're going to use a flashlight and we're going to candle some of these eggs because they are on day 24. From what we've read, they are ready for hatching at 26 to 28 days. So we're going to check some of these and see what the viability is of them. Just so we can kind of get an idea of where they are, if we think they're going to produce any chicks, and go from there. Let's just start back here. So there's a little bit of veining. I don't see any veins in this one. Do you? Mm-mm. But that looks like a little movement right here. I don't know if it's just liquid though.
We'll give it a shot and see.
Yeah. Alright, last 3. Oh no. I don't know how to tell these. But we're gonna give it a whirl.
Wait, turn it back. Right there, there's movement.
Yeah.
Be still. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's movement in there.
There is.
See, those you don't see veins on, but they look 3/4 of the way full and you see movement. So I'd say go with it.
So this is another type of incubator that is pretty popular. It's styrofoam, which means it stays well insulated. We keep this one at 100 degrees for most everything that we hatch, which has mostly been goslings. I love to hatch baby geese. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you, we took these eggs out from under a broody goose today, and we're going to check and see what their viability looks like, and we're going to get those incubated for probably another 3 weeks. And then we're gonna set up our newest incubator as well and put some chicken eggs in it. So let's look in this one and check these geese. So this one has been around for a while. It's a Hova Bator, 2370 Hova Bator.
Yeah, it's made by GQF. It's the ones that make the big cabinet incubators.
And this thing has not let us down. About 2 years ago, Brooke at Cog Hill had messaged me and she said, hey, I've got some peahen eggs that, do you want to try to incubate a couple? I even have an incubator, and I said, yes, please, because I've never incubated and I've always wanted to. So this is actually where we hatched our peahen, Miss Brooke. And we've been using it ever since, and we love this thing. The only issue I have with it is I cannot see in it. So I always have to open it up to see what's going on the inside.
You can see in it just a little bit, but you can't keep progress on all your eggs. All right?
All right, let's check. As you can hear, it's starting to rain. So the sound of rain is going to be soothing in the background.
That's all right. We're on the porch.
Yeah. All right, so all of these eggs came from under a goose at the farm, and it was time to move them, and she was sitting on way too many, so we decided to go ahead and bring them home and stick them in the incubator. So we're just going to check them now. Okay. Yeah, there's veins. So that's a good one. That's a keeper.
It's a lot better without the light on the camera.
Oh goodness. That one is going to be probably rotten. And we need to dispose of that fairly quickly. It has 0 veining and it's way too full to only be days a week. See, that's a good one.
Okay.
So we're going to stick the flashlight to them. So those are clear. You can see where the yolk is in there, where it's darker. But we're not quite sure when she laid these. So we're going to give these 10 days. In 10 days, if they are not showing any veins, then we will get rid of them. So I'm going to move them to the back side and we'll mark them. Ooh, look at that baby. Look at that. That one's got veins. That one's moving. That one's probably one of the oldest ones. I'll just check that one. Yeah. Look at the movement in there. Yep. Look at that thing. You can see it in there. So you can see it better with the phone than you can. See that baby? Oh boy. Okay. So here we are. We know that these, what is that, 8 right here, have veins. They are good to go, and those we will check again in 10 days. So I didn't know that Nick was ordering me a new incubator until I got the package today, and I'm very excited about it because we really like the other GQF that we've been using, which is the other styrofoam incubator. So I'm hoping this one has the fully clear lid. And we also have the automatic egg turner. It says it holds 41 eggs from sizes quail to duck. So we're going to open these up and check them out and hopefully get some chicken eggs loaded today. Well, that's familiar. Here is your power adapter. that lid. We have a clear lid. Oh yeah. That's gonna be good right there. We'll be able to see everything going on. Check on eggs, check on water without having to open the lid. So when you purchase these without the egg turner, which we'll open in just a minute, you have your water reservoir and then your hatching floor, and they will go down into the bottom of the incubator. The hatching floor will set on top, and the water reservoir has a slot that it will just sit down in. And that's where you will keep each chamber with water. If you add too much, it does have these holes around the perimeter of it for excess water to drain. That way your eggs are never sitting in water. You just want the water in the reservoir to keep the humidity levels where they need to be. So this is sufficient enough for hatching eggs of any kind. You can hand turn them. You just allow them to rest here naturally, and you can hand turn them. Let me show you an example. I have a chicken egg here, and you can allow it to just sit naturally, and you hand turn it 3 times a day. But for most incubators, you can purchase an automatic egg turner. And I'm going to open this up now, and I'm going to put it in and show you guys how that works. These are your different size plates. These are going to hold your smaller eggs, like quail eggs or guinea eggs. And then your larger plates to hold your standard eggs, like chicken eggs, up to your bigger ones, like ducks and turkeys. This bracket here is what rotates your plates, and so they'll just pop out. I'm not going to pop them out right now, but they'll just pop out, and your new ones will slide in, and everything will rotate together. So this will just sit down in here just like that. It does have a little notch where your cord comes out, and when you place your lid on, your lid also has a notch that will set down where your cord comes out, so everything fits in just right. So Farmer Rhett's going to help me show you guys how we're going to load it before we actually...
Mom, let me say hey to them.
Okay.
Hey.
So Farmer Rhett's going to help me load the incubator.
It's me, Farmer Rhett, and I have fun. And, yeah. I'm just going to help Mama collect and do all these eggs.
Okay, so we're going to put them in there so we can show everybody how it goes before we actually plug it up, right?
Yeah, right.
So another thing you do want to be sure of is when you're loading your incubator with your water, when you're refilling your water, you don't ever want to pour the water over the eggs themselves. You always want to go from the side, because the eggs the water washing over the eggs can introduce bacteria, and then it's going to start brewing and it can get stinky. So you always want to do it from the side, and let's keep our eggs as dry as we can other than natural humidity. Okay, start putting you some eggs in gently. Look, and what we'll do, let me show you, is you find the pointy side.
Yes, I know.
And we'll put the pointy side down. Okay? Gently, pointy side down. Go ahead.
I am a good collector.
You are. Keep going. Pointy side down.
Mom, I put it there.
So you want to incubate unwashed, room temperature eggs.
Yes.
For the most part, if they're super dirty, you can just kind of scratch off the dirty But you don't want to wash them. You want to keep that natural coating because it keeps the pores from opening up and introducing any bacteria as well.
Zoe, will you explain to them why you want to do room temperature eggs?
You want to do room temperature eggs because when you have cooled eggs and then you're putting them in a warm environment with the humidity in the incubator, it can cause cracking. So even if you've collected outside on a cool day or you've received hatching eggs in the mail, you want to allow them to sit on the counter for about 24 hours for them to come to room temperature.
Mom, look.
I see it. For them to come to room temperature and to allow the yolk to settle before you introduce them into the incubator environment.
This one? Yes.
So we have the egg turner plugged in, and it's going to very slowly rotate the eggs back and forth in a constant but very slow movement. We're going to go ahead and add some water. I got water added. We're going to go ahead and place the lid, ensuring that the cord is in the right position with the lid. So the humidity is at 68 and it will adjust itself, and that way we will know if we need to add more water or not add any more water. You want your humidity to be between 45 and 55% through the setting days, and then when it's hatching days, you want it to be between 55 and 65. So as we see it, we will adjust with how much water we add. We have the temperature set at 100, and it is currently going to go up by itself until it reaches that temperature, and then it's going to regulate on its own. Good morning, guys. So it's the next day, and I thought that I would just kind of give you an update, show you the incubator in the daylight, and show you where we are holding at on all of our settings. So here's our new incubator. And here it is side by side with the older one. And as you can see, we can see all the eggs down in there. They're slowly rotating. And in our settings, it's holding at 100 degrees. Humidity's still a little bit high, but it will come on down some as the water starts to evaporate out that I put in last night. Everything looks good, and I'm fairly certain we're going to be pleased with this one. I really like the GQF incubators. I like the styrofoam style. That first one has not let me down yet, so I think that probably plays a lot into it. But that GQF brand is has a really good reputation. So I feel like we're going to stick with that. I think that's going to be the model that we kind of stay with from here on out, because it works. I know this was a little different than our normal on the farm videos, but this is what we're doing right now, and so we wanted to share with you guys as we're expanding our bird flock. We've got new baby geese, and soon we should have some guineas to add to everything else that we've got going on. So we're just sharing with you what we're doing, how we're doing it, and anything that we are finding that works and don't work. So we love you guys, and we'll see y'all on the next video.